Hi everyone, Vijay here. I'm joined by one of our colleagues, Ben.
Hello.
Ben, how long have you been with us, Ben?
I think it's been about 3 months.
Okay, great. Tell us a bit about you and your background.
So I have a bit of an unusual background. I graduated from medical school and then...
So you're a doctor first?
Yes,
Right.
medical doctor, yeah. So I worked as a medical doctor for about 3 years out of university before going back to study dentistry.
What possessed you, man?
So in medical school,
Yeah.
I was really inspired by one of the consultants who taught me, who was a max-fac surgeon, and max-fac surgeons operate on the head and neck, and
Right.
particularly the mouth and face.
Yeah.
And they're dual qualified meaning that they have studied medicine and dentistry and surgery.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, you have to have both primary qualifications. So I was kind of tossing up between doing that, as in max-facs, or doing another related specialty. But I fell in love with max-fac surgery, so decided to pursue that. Went back to dental school, which I really, really enjoyed, actually. In fact, looking back, I maybe would have stopped there if I'd done that first.
Right, okay. Right.
After dental school, I went kind of straight to work in max-facs in the hospital and did that for a couple of years.
In this country?
Yeah, so I worked in max-facs in this country the whole way through dental school. And then after qualifying from dental school in Liverpool, I worked for about half a year as full-time in the specialty. And then moved abroad to Australia to do some further training in the specialty.
So why Australia? I'm curious.
We'd actually gone to Australia after medical school for a year and
Loved it.
fell in love with it, yeah,
Right,
exactly.
okay.
And then actually I did my elective in max-fac surgery in Australia and when I graduated, or just before I graduated medical school, and also just fell in love with lifestyle, climate was pretty great, food was pretty good.
Yeah. Tick. Yeah.
Tick, yeah. But ultimately, I think the core of the family, particularly to my wife, brought us back home, which is Yorkshire for us.
Right.
So I was going to be in Melbourne for 3 or 4 years, but ended up just being there for kind of 6 months before coming back. And then on return, we had to make a decision whether I kind of continued doing max-fac surgery or not. And max-fac surgery here is quite different to it is in Australia. So here they do a lot of head and neck surgery. That means kind of cancer surgery.
Yes.
Which is an amazing operation.
It is.
But for me...
you wanted more of the reconstructive
I wanted more
bit.
of the... Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I actually went to do general dentistry for about two years, just over 2 years.
So a doubly qualified medic and dentist who wanted to go into max-facs ended up back in general dentistry. You know how wrong that sounds to me. But
like
all right, keep
decision.
talking. I want to hear
I tell you
this.
what, I really enjoyed it. It solidified a lot of my skills that I'd learned during dental school.
Yeah.
It was obviously, the pace was a lot slower than what I'd been used to, but we'd actually just started a family at that time, so it kind of let me take a kind of a front seat on the family life whilst my wife was also working.
Yeah.
So it's been good for 2 years or so, but as you can imagine, I got kind of itchy feet, wanted to
You
get...
think, what? A guy who wanted to be in max-facs now doing fillings. Okay, right.
Yeah, so
okay.
kind of felt like the time was right to get back into that world of things, and just came across this company.
Okay.
And it was a very intriguing proposition, but quite far for me, Warrington.
Yeah. So what's your trek like from where you live to come and...
Well, yeah, it was almost, that was almost a red line for me, really. So it should be an hour and a half. Middle of the night,
this is coming from the man who went to Melbourne.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
okay, so this is a bigger trek, right? So you flew to the other side of the world, but apparently the Pennines is a stretch too far.
The M62 was almost like a no-go for me, yeah, exactly.
That's very funny. Okay. And then I remember reading your CV thinking, what the hell is this guy doing fillings for?
Yeah.
I was scratching my head going, wait a minute, maxillofacial surgery training, and he is now doing checkups. Okay, right. So I just
did do some good fillings.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. It's still like, it's a bit like a neurosurgeon going, I do great haircuts.
Yes.
No, I don't want to belittle the filling thing. It's important, but you were a MaxFax surgeon. Come on. Dude.
Well, yeah, I was a MaxFax trainee.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. But you were in Okay. So then we spoke because I was fat. I just needed to meet this person. I just went, right, get him in. I want to talk to him. And then you came and had a look around, and.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I kind of thought I'd come, and it was more out of interest, and I obviously was very attracted by the proposition of the job.
You thought it was a day out?
Yeah, I wanted to come see what the fuss was about, really. And I know when I first met you, you just kind of said you want me to go straight to the surgical suite and see what you do here.
I knew you needed convincing. I could tell from the look on your face.
And it was frankly unbelievable, really.
Unbelievable. It's a very strong, unbelievable.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, I've been working in clinical practice for 10 years between hospital and community environments. I've seen a lot of different places to provide healthcare, and I would honestly say that was the most professional, well-oiled machine I'd ever seen.
You'd ever seen? God, that's strong. Ben.
For sure.
I'll take that.
For sure, like other hospitals, other clinics, do big operations, but it's so well run here. And I think, as you have said to me, one of the reasons is that we only do one aspect of one specialty of dentistry by design, so that we can get amazing at it, and that's what's happened.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what they're doing. All the equipment's available all the time. It's phenomenal, and it's great to work with.
Yeah, but actually, now you work here, right? And you've got this near telepathic communication going on with your nurses, right? And things are just...
Yeah, Ricky, things just fly, yeah.
From a patient's point of view.
You couldn't do it without that. I mean, it's a big procedure you're doing.
Yeah.
2 jaws in one operation. I think most other clinics, most other dentists would say that's really kind of pushing it. And it would be if you're not doing it all the time. And it's pushing it because, maybe somewhere else it would take 8 hours. No patient's going to be able to...
I keep hearing about 8 hours, 10 hours, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can see why it would take that long if you were...
Well, if you're disorganised, should you be doing surgery, in my view?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But no patient obviously will be able to sit for 8 hours with their mouth open, with injections and all that kind of stuff. But here, 2 hours, 3 hours, and the patient's out of the door, going home, which is where they want to be. So
yeah, but from a clinical point of view, both medically and dentally,
oh yeah,
day case discharge, even day case, morning case discharge.
It's the holy grail, yeah. It's what
you
want.
The holy grail. It's what I've been working towards my entire life, and I'm so lucky that while I'm alive, technology allows me to see this before I pop off. Because I was convinced in the 90s, in my lifetime, I wouldn't see what I'm dreaming about.
Yeah, I think things have changed a lot, haven't they? I mean, from conventional dentistry with impressions, which people still do now, to what we have even in the last 5-10 years. The accuracy has improved so much. So yeah, it's great. And it's amazing to be able to kind of, obviously I've kind of read and heard about these things at lectures and plenaries a couple of years ago, to come into your practice and seeing it all in action and working.
Tell me, have you been for any lectures since you've been working here?
Not in person. I've been to kind of online, the ITI International Team.
And what was that like when you went on after working here? You can be honest.
It's there's some very there's also some very experienced colleagues out there doing similar work.
Yes,
but it is a little bit like looking backwards. Yeah, I mean, I would genuinely say that we are at the forefront of this type of work. I've never seen a clinic provide anything even as good as in terms of the availability of technology, the speed, the accuracy. Yeah, and that's why it's a pleasure to work in that environment, really.
And for you, just fulfilling your own personal desire as a clinician, because I'm assuming you got into this because you wanted to help people.
Yeah.
How good do you feel about that every evening?
Yeah, it's. I was speaking to Jason about this today. Obviously, one of the other surgeons working at the clinic. It's really heartwarming. It's a wonderful feeling going home, feeling you've done a good job, and you've done something life-changing to the patient, which it always is. And the patients see that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's lovely.
Do you all understand now why I've been addicted to this for 26 years?
It is. I think that's the best word for it. It's very addictive.
Helping
people is addictive.
You can't walk away. You just cannot. I can't unsee it. I can't stop thinking about it. You know, I occasionally get. So Isabella will just randomly send me a case and go, "We have to help this person." I'm like, "Okay, I need a bit more. You just sent me a text. We have to. Can I have some X-rays or photos or whatever?" And it's like a marginal case.
Yeah.
Right. It's right there
on the edge of what's
margin.
possible. Yeah.
And I know why she sent it to me, because she knows once it gets into my head, right, I'm going to do something. And she does it on purpose. She's worked me out after all this time. So she sends it to me, and then I'm sat there and I'm staring at this case, and I'm going, if we don't do something, then all the alternatives are nowhere near as predictable.
Yeah.
But if I do, it goes outside the risk profile that I'm prepared to accept.
Yeah.
And I'm there, and I'm like, and that's a big thing. And you're going to experience this more and more and more as you go through it. So on the one hand, you'll go, our solution is world class.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you're going to go,
There's some people that maybe are not, not the right fit
for all kinds of reasons. I mean, the particular person she sent me had a list of medication that long.
Yeah.
Okay, she's on that many drugs. She's a walking pharmacy. Okay, and we know the potential for complications in that scenario.
I know.
But she needs it.
I know. It's hard, isn't it?
She needs it.
I mean, 5% of people are suitable for this treatment, but it's, still that means there's 5%.
Yeah, but is it ever going to be 100% in healthcare? Ever?
No, but...
We're not there yet as a race. We're not there in our understanding of medicine and being able to control human biology. We're not there yet.
But it's nice that everybody in the team, obviously, those cases are not just put aside willy-nilly. We really think hard about them, and obviously kind of working on other things to try and bring the solution to a wider...
Yeah, that's where my lunacy kicks in, right? So I'll go, okay, something needs to be invented to make this work. That's when I go all mental and back into my cave. But the very fact that we have all these characters in here, all motivated by the same thing, and you get to work in that kind of team. I mean, they're all they're all hardcore, right? Let's face facts. They're all on it and hardcore. The nurses are on another level.
They are. They're amazing. They're amazing.
Here, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's what creates this upward spiral.
Yeah, everyone's motivating each other, for sure.
Everyone's motivating each other, and to me, the bit I like is everyone's winning.
Yeah.
Patient gets something absolutely fantastic. Clinicians feel good about what they do, and the nurses feel part of.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everyone sees what a big difference we're making to patients.
Yeah.
Every day. Every day.
So now that you're addicted, right? Is there any way back, Ben?
I know. I was saying that to my wife today. Don't know. Yeah.
It's a tough one, right?
Yeah, it'd be hard to ever stop. I can see why you've done it for so long, and I can see why, a lot of the,
Isabella,
to take one example, has been doing it for 10 years more. With
15.
You, and with
15 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're that old. Yeah.
But it's understandable. I mean, there's just so many people that need it,
and it works. Is that another thing you're shocked by? As to the constant Next.
Yeah, I think one of the things I'm shocked by is just how well it works. I think you would...
Everyone's a cynic,
It's so predictable. Yeah.
Everyone's a cynic. Everyone's waiting for the exploding bomb to just go boom.
Yeah.
What do you lot think I've been doing for 26 years?
Well, I know. But the fact that it works so well, and we see people coming back years after treatment, and it still looks the same on the X-ray. The patient doesn't report any problems. It gives you that confidence to see people when they come in for an assessment and say, this is going to work for you. We've looked at your case. This is going to work.
As a medic and a dentist, right? Because you've been on both sides, and we've got Nitesh here, medic.
Yeah.
I remember when I brought him in, and I send it. So he's a doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. GP. Yeah.
Pure GP type, and I said, go hang out with Isabella. And he couldn't wait to get back to see me at the office, and went, I didn't know that's what you did. I said,
Yeah.
Nitesh.
No, I'm sure no medic would expect this.
Why?
They just don't know. But I mean,
how do we change that? Because I think that's really, I want to change those optics with our colleagues, right? Because we're doing it in this country, in Warrington no less.
Yeah.
And no one, our colleagues, just know. How do we make them, how do we get them to visualize it? Would they benefit from knowing that it could be this straightforward?
Yes. In a word, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the next challenge for us as a group, right?
Yeah.
Because patients will always find us. But one of the things I want to try and change is a patient ends up at a GP or a general dentist in and around where they could need our help.
Yeah.
All I want is for either the doctor or the dentist to go, I watched this webinar the other day. That's their website. Go read that. It's brilliant. Just check it out for yourself. And if you have any questions, if you email them or text them or write to them, they'll answer it for you.
I wonder whether, in a sense, it's people maybe think it's too good to be true. I think I probably would have thought.
But you're doing too good to be true every day.
I know, but only because I'm doing it, I believe it.
Okay, but what I'm saying is just open the window and let everyone have a look.
I know. Well, we should. I think we should.
I think that.
I mean, I knew about full arch implant dentistry,
but you didn't know it could
but
be
I
like
didn't
that.
know about this full arch implant dentistry. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, but the other full arch dentistry that you're talking about,
it's not the same. Yeah.
Yeah, but is it anywhere near as predictable as what you do day in, day out in here?
No.
Can you see it being that predictable?
No. I mean, only like 6 months ago, I would have seen someone in clinic who maybe had, say, bad gum disease, and almost embarrassing now thinking about it. They've been seeing the hygienist regularly. I've asked them to go to the hospital to see a specialist in gum disease to have treatment. The treatment's failed again. Yeah, exactly. And the patient's been through 5 years of seeing the hygienist, 3 months for cleaning, and still having wobbly teeth and all that stuff. And you think, okay, you could have all your teeth out and replace them with implants, but maybe the implants will get gum disease. I didn't know that this surgery is the correct treatment for them. Now I know that it absolutely is. Why do I know that? Because I've worked here and I've seen patients who've had it done years ago and have absolutely no problems now and are completely stable, and there's no signs of things, going wrong or,
I interviewed Isabella earlier, and one of the things that came up, what she's got some weird hobbies, right? So one of her hobbies right now is she'll take the patient's x-rays from start, and then she'll keep looking at them, and now she's pinching and zooming on her screen, right, to see whether she can actually see any movement whatsoever.
At the bone level, yeah.
And I said, Isabella, you need to get a life. You need to find something else to do, right? Because that just sounds weird.
I think I've seen her doing that in clinic, actually.
Yeah, but she's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
She said, how is it possible that there's virtually no bone loss?
Yeah, well, it is amazing.
Well, that's because the biology loves it.
Yeah.
Loves everything we did, and it's working in perfect. Why would it have bone loss if it likes everything?
Yeah.
I mean, do you need to be a scientist, or is that just bleeding obvious?
Yeah. On the other hand, it's that level of attention to detail, which is one of the reasons I love working with Jason, Stratos, everyone. No one says, "Oh, that'll be okay." Everyone is checking everything to a granular, microscopic detail, which I love, because you need to be in this game. There's no There's no shortcuts, is there? You need to be sure.
No.
You need to be sure.
Yeah, see,
And everyone is.
I'm naive because I built Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and I just live in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't go outside much. So I don't know what happens out there. I just thought everyone did it like this.
I don't think so.
No. So I'm being told this now on quite a regular basis that everyone doesn't do, and it isn't this strict. I mean, for me, as a surgeon, as a person who has operated on other human beings, it's really alien for me to not check everything.
Yeah.
It's really weird for me to like not check, double check, triple check, quadruple check and go, okay, I'm happy now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's weird for me.
Yeah. And obviously in this company, what you have like 3 separate teams that look at a patient before they even get to the surgery.
Yeah, but that's not weird.
No, I'm
because
saying...
in a hospital, for example, right, if somebody's going to have an operation, somebody asks for bloods, someone looks at that, somebody asks for x-rays, someone looks at that, they have a group discussion, and literally the last thing they do is cut them open.
Yeah, yeah, which is the way it should be doing.
Right.
And it's the way it's done here, which is obviously brilliant.
Right. So, look, I mean, for you, how can you see your own development going in here?
Well, I've sort of, been doing surgeries in the clinic in Warrington. I think at some point I'll probably move to doing surgeries in Darlington. I think in the kind of closer to home. And I don't know. I mean, I'm quite happy doing that potentially forever. We'll
forever,
see.
Forever.
I think I'll always be thinking about how we can improve things, how we can, help those patients that currently, they're right at the edge of the risk profile.
Well, the current stats now that I was looking at the other day is it's 2%. So we're 98% yes.
Yeah.
And 2% no. I mean, that's multifactorial. There's a lot of psychology involved. There's polypharmacy, medical considerations.
Yeah.
Dentally is actually not the biggest reason. The polypharmacy medical seems to be getting bigger because everyone's on like 20 different drugs. And we all know that they're all messing about with the body in all kinds of weird ways. And
hopefully that's something Nitesh will be able to kind of help iron out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
So for me, definitely the innovation is the answer to what we need in future. And I remember the day I met you. And I first thought in my head was, he looks like the kind of fella that once I show him this and plant the seed, that's going to grow into an oak tree and he's going to want to do this till the day he dies. So I'm pleased to say that you've just confirmed that I was right.
Yeah, I think I've definitely got the bug. It's great. It's great. It's a great operation. It's great to be able to deliver it to patients, and it's done in a really professional and safe environment, which is what more could you ask for?
Well, there are certain people that I meet when I interview, because we're a really big team, right? But there's certain people that I meet them, and I just first thought in my head is I go, they belong here. And you were one of them. You were one of those where I went, what the hell is this guy doing fillings for? You should be here doing this stuff. I need more like you. Right, so
I'll try and find some.
Well, now you're here. Thanks, Ben. Really appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks a lot.
For having me.
Cheers.